this class is called Functional Yoga and Mobility. We work on priming up all the joints in your body and then working on functional movements to help you basically move better, feel better, and think better on a regular basis. So they might not be conventional as your flow yoga is, but these are ways to keep your body as healthy as you can, especially during this time when we're doing increased isolation and sitting at home. So today's focus is going to be on your shoulders, on building mobility through the shoulders, on looking to where it's impacting, where you might have some extra neck strain. And there's also going to be variations where you can strengthen through your upper back and shoulders through different body weight conditioning exercises, as well as working as a closed hip standing positions. So lunges, warrior ones, everything that starts to develop stability from the ground up. So I want you to start by just finding where your feet are being placed. And find the bony parts of your hips and place your heels underneath them. Okay, now once you have that positioning, we call this hip distance apart. Some people will go nice and wide, but find the bony parts. I want you to start to rock forward and back and side to side. I want you to get to know how your feet are connecting to the floor. Good. And if you're just coming on the call, if you can mute yourself, I've muted most of the people, just mute your mic so that way I can share this recording and it won't bounce to other audios. That would be great. Okay, perfect. Okay, so then stop in center and I want you to lift up all of your toes, but keep the pad of your foot down. So as you're inhaling, I want you to breathe in through your arch, squeeze above your knees and start to feel like you're pulling energy up from the floor. And then as you exhale, relax your toes and let the muscles settle. Okay, so we'll start with this. Just settle with your feet. As you inhale, lift all of your toes, press the pad down, try to pull energy up the body. So you're creating some tension. The legs might feel like they're engaged. And then as you're exhaling, relax that. Okay, we'll do that one more time. Now on the exhale, keep some of that dynamic tension and relax your feet a little bit so the toes come down again. Good. And then on your inhalation, give your arms a stretch up. Just see, can I reach up and over my head? To what level? It's okay if they stay separate. If they touch, that's fine too. And then exhale to bring your arms back down. Very good. Let's try that 2 more times. So the inhale, start to synchronize your movement and your breathing, reach up. And then exhale, slowly bring your hands back towards the center of your chest. Very good. Again, inhale, sweep up. And then exhale, bring your hands back to your heart. So now we're going to lead with some wrist warm-ups. From here, I want you to still engage your legs. Feel like you were tearing apart the mat with your feet. So if you feel that you are ripping apart the floor, you'll feel this slightly external rotation at your hip joint. The glutes will turn on and automatically you have a little bit of contraction here through the lower abdominals. So you want to keep feeling like you're pulling away the floor. Create this, what we would call fascial tension through the body. And then inhale your arms out in front of you. Okay? And then exhale here. So now we'll start with your wrist movements. As you inhale, move your wrist up. On the exhale, move your wrist down. Perfect. Go up on your breath in and then move down as you breathe out. Inhale towards the ceiling. And then exhale towards the floor. Inhale up, just test out. Do you feel tension as you move up? Exhale, move it down, especially those that have been on the computer. Inhale, feel. You can even try pointing your fingers towards your body and then exhale. Same thing on the way up. Start to move your wrists. Inhale up to the ceiling and then exhale down to the floor. Let's do one more in this set. Inhale up. And then exhale back down. Okay, and then make your hands into a fist and really start to circle your wrists. So you're trying to move them in all the directions that they can move. That's it. Create the tension through your hands, press your knuckles towards the floor. If you want to feel a little bit more stretch, lock your arms out as you're doing it. Start to work through your forearms a little bit. Okay, this is more relaxed for your neck and shoulders. So if you have neck tension or injuries, keep them down. If you're feeling good, lock out your arms and then move in the other direction a few times. That's it. And just start to feel. Do your forearms feel tense? Do you feel different sensations between the right and the left side? 2, 1, and then give the hands a shake off. Just give them a good shake. Okay, so now we'll move up to the elbow joints. If you can lock your arms out in front of you, stretch them out, close 4 fingers, open your thumbs. As you inhale, aim your thumbs towards your heart. Make a circle on the exhale, lengthen them out. So we're building from the wrists up to the shoulder joint. Inhale, exhale, stretch. So inhale, thumbs towards the body, create a circle, exhale, reach them out. Inhale towards yourself, exhale, circle out. Inhale towards, exhale away. You got it. Inhale, exhale. Now try the opposite way. Inhale, thumbs move out. Exhale, arms go in. Inhale, exhale. That's it. So start to create a looping pattern so that as you're moving, you're just starting to feel the elbows bend and then they lock. They bend and move, they lock and stretch. One more. Bend and move, lock and stretch. And then seal up that thumb and shoot your arms out in front. Okay, so now here's where we're gonna get into the gritty of the shoulder motions. Drop one side down. Okay, so now you're gonna get one arm relaxed. Keep the other arm solid. I'm gonna move a little closer so that you can see this action. Elbow stays as locked as possible. As you inhale, reach your arm forward. So you feel your shoulder blade moves out in front. Now on the exhale, pull it back. Try to give it a squeeze without letting your elbow bend. So inhale, we reach out, and then exhale, we pull back. So if you're new to this, you might notice that your elbow wants to bend. You're gonna keep it as firm as you can. The inhale brings you forward, the exhale pulls you back. Inhale, bring it forward, and then exhale, retract it. Forward and back. Forward and back. Try 2 more. Good, very nice. For those that can see you, front and back. Now the same arm, reach it out to your side. That's it, okay. So now from here, we're gonna elevate and depress. So as you inhale, can you lift the shoulder towards your ear? On the exhale, can you slide it down your back? Very good. Again, inhale, we elevate, and then exhale, we depress. Good, inhale to elevate, exhale to depress. So we're allowing the shoulder to move up and down. Lift, and then exhale, pull it down. Lift, and then pull it off your ear. Good, try 2 more. Up towards, and then back down. Good, come to see ya, up. Good, and then back down. 1 more. And then give that arm a little break, roll it off a little. Okay, so now it's going to give you some information to what the shoulder's doing and not doing. You might feel some sticky parts around. And now as we move forward, if you need to take a break, take a break. If something that I'm offering is causing pain, you stop your motion. Keep working in your pain-free range. Okay, now take the opposite arm, same thing, lock it out. So wrist, elbow, shoulder into one line if that's possible. It can be lower if it needs to. And then forward and back. So the inhale, the arm reaches forward. The exhale, pull back. Keep the tension running through your legs. If you've let them relax, rip apart the mat. Inhale, forward. Exhale, pull back. You got it. Front, exhale, back. That's it. So you're feeling that arm and that shoulder slide. Forward and back. That's it. Good. Front position, back position. Front position, back position. Take your time, feel. You can go faster if you feel like going faster, but keep your breath as your focus. Inhale brings you forward, the exhale pulls you back. Good. And then pull back, reach the arm in line with your shoulder. So now we elevate and we depress it. Rip apart the floor, get the lower body engaged. As you inhale, elevate, shoulder to ear. On the exhale, pull it down your back. Good. Maybe try smiling. Give your body a little bit of feedback. Go up, exhale, down. That's it. So you're looking to see if the shoulder blade can move up and then can pull down. It can move up, it can pull down. Try 3 more. 2, 1, and then drop it. Shake it off a little bit. Okay, so now we have the shoulders a little bit more primed. Shoot both arms up in front of you. Make your hands into fists, seal up your thumbs. Again, tear apart the mat with your feet, get the glutes to turn on and your belly active. When you're ready, you're gonna start a circle pattern. Elbows stay locked, go up, back, down, and forward. Up, back, down, and forward. Start to circle out. So those are all the motions that we've primed up. Start to get your shoulders on board. Wake up all the surrounding areas. It's okay if your body or your spine sways, just start to move this around. Then reverse your motion. Down, back, forward, front. That's it. So now this is a little bit of the trickier motion, just depending when you're initiating with it down. Let yourself work it out. It may start burning your shoulders if you're not used to this motion. Keep going. Rip apart the floor, let the lower body stay turned on and move the shoulders. 4, 3, 2, 1. Very good. And then shake both arms off. Okay, so now let's get the spinal column involved in our motion. So from here, I want you to keep a soft bend in your knees. Most of you are familiar with your cat and cow movements that are done in a quadruped on the floor. We're going to mimic this in standing to keep all of the motion, the neck freed up this morning. So keep a little bend in your knees. Put your palms to the center of your chest. When you're ready to inhale, allow your chest to travel forward and your arms to pull back. And as you can see, I'm tilting the tailbone slightly towards my head. And then on the exhale, lengthen out the legs, draw the belly in, try to embrace your core as you reach the arms forward, and then shoot them forward. You're trying to push into your palms and reach. On the inhale, open up your chest as wide as it'll go. Lean in, and then on the exhalation, curl your spine back and round. You're making a cave, so you're not here, you're reaching to the wall behind you, using the abdomen to help. On the inhalation, spread the arms, lean in. On the exhalation, curl your body and round. That's it. Again, give a good squeeze. Can you hug your elbows, try to hide them back? And then exhale, reach, and then even shoot. If you want to interlace your hands and use like a little bit of this motion, you can pull apart the arms. Inhale to come forward. That's it. Create the arc, and then exhale, shoot and round. Again. Forward, squeeze, good. And then exhale, shoot and round. Very nice. Inhale, and then exhale. Okay, and then inhale, circle your arms up over your head. Give yourself a reach, and then on the exhale, do you have space to reach your arms out to your sides? Okay, so if you don't, you can just make a little adjustment. Again, rip apart the floor with your legs as you inhale, reach to one side of the room. On the exhale, pull yourself up. So now you're checking into or dialing into the upper body. Inhale, reach. So feel your side body moving. On the exhale, come back up. Inhale to reach. Give yourself that stretch. Exhale to return. Again. Inhale to reach. That's it. Exhale to return. Now inhale, reach towards one side. Take this back arm, reach it up. If it's in your range, capture your wrist. Press your hip up to the side and then lengthen. Anchor down this bottom heel, push out through your hips. See if you can create this little half moon shape. Stay for 3, for 2, and then inhale to help you come up. Exhale to lower your arms and shrug up. Somehow holding the arms up seems to fatigue the shoulders a bit, so just take a break in between. Then when you're ready to start your other direction, open up your arms. Okay, so you're shooting them to opposite sides of the room, and then go ahead and reach to the other wall. Take that top arm up like a lever. If it's in your range, capture the wrist and then pull that arm along your ear. Try to press this hip out, load this bottom ankle. Try to stretch yourself into this half moon shape. Hold for 3, keep your breath moving. Jaw relax, 2, and then slowly inhale to rise up. Exhale to bring it down, roll it off a little. So you get to roll it back. You get to roll it forward. Perfect. Very good. Good. And then let that go. Okay, so now we're going to dial in the hips so that we can get into our squatting motions. Put your hands into your waist. Okay, so 2 variations. One is going to be broken up into 4 sections. So we're going to move our hips forward, back, side to side, and then we'll try to circle them. So from this position, keep a soft bend in your knees. Okay. Tilt your tailbone back towards your head. Okay, so now we're tilting the pelvis forward, and then press your hips forward. We're tilting the pelvis slightly back. Glutes will engage. Inhale, tilt, and just start to feel. It's the morning. What do your hips feel like? What does your lower back feel like? Tune in to see, can I mobilize these areas for better movement throughout my day, throughout my weekend? Shift, and then forward. That's it. Shift and then forward. Now for side to side. Take your left hip. I'm going to mirror your motion like a reflection. Left hip, drop back and then to the left. See if you can stretch this outer edge of your hip and your glute around this IT band. Go back to center. Try the other side. Back and to the right. Okay, so again, if I'm facing you, most likely I'll be your mirror. Side to side. Feel it sway. The hip is going back into the side. If I can imagine that I'm aiming my hip to the corner of the room, back and up to the side. Back and up to the side. I'm really trying to force this area here to get a little bit more action, a little bit more motion. Okay, it might be tight, especially if you've been sitting. Side to side, and then make that into a circle. So 4 directions. Start with a back, side, forward, side. Back, side, forward, side. That's it. So you're starting to feel this. You're feeling the bone of your femur, so the leg bone, just starting to get moved around the hip joint. And then try the other way. That's it, and you're smoothing it out to the side, back, to the side, forward, to the side, back, to the side, forward. 2 more. Let your breath be free. 1 more. Circle it out, smooth it, and then come back to your center position. Okay, very good. So now this is the part where you can pick up one of your tools. So if you're using a strap, you can grab your strap. If you're using a towel, you can grab your towel. If you're using your dowel, that's fine too, okay? So take your prop behind your back, thumbs on the outer edges, okay? So if you can see from here, my palms are facing the open position. And then I'm gonna find a grip that I can hold this behind my back. Okay, now again, start with ripping apart the mat with your feet. Dial it the lower half. Now rip apart your prop, and as you inhale, pull it off your back. And then squeeze it. Feel like you're gonna rip it in half. And then on the exhale, bring it back down. Again, inhale, pull back. Feel like you're gonna pull it away from you. And then exhale, bring it down. You got it. 3 more. Inhale, rip. So we're gonna practice these variations when we're in our warrior series. But for now, I want you to prime it up and just see what your chest feels like, what the arms feel like. Maybe you need a little bit more slack. Just depends. You can widen your grip if you have the space. Pull and then rip it in half and then bring it down. You got it. Inhale. And then exhale. Okay. Now this, give it a break at the front of your mat. Keep it accessible because we're going to be using it as we move forward. Now we're going to get into our body weight training. So this is going to be in lieu of your typical sun salutations. We're going to build heat from a squat position. And then from a quadruped position. So start with your feet, shoulder width now. So now we're gonna add in a little bit of motion for the pelvis and the hips and the legs. Okay, so easiest variation is to keep your hands towards your heart. I'm gonna angle my body so you can see a little bit better. Rip apart the floor, let the glutes start to turn on. Take a breath in here. And then exhale completely. Keep ripping apart the floor. Now inhale, shift your hips back, whatever level you can. And then on the exhale, drive off the floor, push your hips forward. Inhale, shift back. Exhale, drive off the floor, push your hips. So now as we work with conditioning, you can exhale through your mouth when you're breathing. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. Upper thighs are slightly pressing away. Weight is to your heels. 1 level up is stretching your arms out in front. So if you're coming to level up, reach your arms out, all 5 fingers pressed together. Press your hip bones forward and now pull your shoulders back. Give them a good squeeze. On the inhale, send the arms forwards, reach back. On the exhale, squeeze and pack the shoulders at the top. Inhale, reach. Exhale, push. Inhale, exhale. Last 4, 3, down, pack at the top. That's it. 2, you can always regress to the first version. 1, push off the floor, lift it. Good, okay? So now you can stay at that level. We're gonna repeat this 5 more times. If you have a full body squat that you can keep your back lifted and hold, you're gonna come all the way down, pack at the top. When you're ready, inhale, shift. You can pause halfway if it's in your right ground. Exhale at the top. Inhale, arm shift forward, hip shift back. Keep the spine tall, shift. Inhale to move down. Exhale, power up. 2 more. 1. And then relax at the top. Shake it out. Okay, so we're slowly going to increase the heat in the body, increase the heart rate. Good. Shoot your arms out to your side. Keep the legs in the same position. Feel like you were punching out the walls. So now adding a shoulder screw, 10 repetitions to your half squat. Your squat will be a diagonal motion, but let's start with the arms. Inhale, one shoulder up, forward, and then screw it into your body. Look to the other arm. Keep reaching them out dynamically, and then unscrew and pack. Opposite side, inhale, lift. Elevate, rotate, screw forward, look to the other arm. Exhale, unscrew it. Pull down your back. Feel like there was tension running through your arms. Inhale, elevate, rotate, shift. Exhale, come up. Inhale, rotate, shift, come up. If you want to add a diagonal squat, you're going to have to sit to the side. Elevate, rotate, sit back, shoot your arms, load the legs. Exhale, push off the floor, pack the arms. Inhale, elevate, rotate, shift. Squat down, pull, exhale, pack. That's it, 6 more. Elevate, rotate, shift. Exhale, push off the floor, pack the shoulder at the top. Opposite arm, breathe. Now again, you might get tired. Break if you need it. It might be too much work for you. That's okay. Take breaks, you're at home. You can stop, you can breathe. Try 4 more. Elevate, rotate, squat. Push off the floor, pack the shoulder. Elevate, rotate, squat. Push off the floor, pack. Elevate, rotate, squat. Push, pull down. That's it. So you want to keep imagining the arms are reaching out and away from your ears. Elevate, rotate, screw the shoulder forward, unscrew it. Again. Pull down. 1 more. And shake that off. Whew. Okay, are we getting warmer? Yeah, good, all right, I can see ya. Okay, so perfect. All right, so now we've done our little bit of squatting. We've done our squat with our rotation. Now we're gonna work on something we call a quad press position from your flat foot squat, okay? So now this is gonna start to build a little bit of that strength with the shoulders we've mobilized. So come again to your mat, same positioning with your feet. So same as you were in your flat foot squat is the same starting position you'll be in. Step a little bit back so you have some room to come forward. Okay, now stretch your arms out in front. Okay, squeeze and pull apart the mat with your feet. So you're starting to do that external rotation around the hip joint. We call this torque. Reach the arms forward, pull the shoulders back. Now on the inhale, go down as low as you can towards your flat foot squat and then pause. So if it's here, that's great. If it's here, that's okay. If it's here, you're fine. From whatever position you land in, turn your hands in to make a diamond shape. So if I show you what I'm looking like here. So you're making a diamond with the hands and then shift forward and land in that diamond shape. Try to keep your knees hovering. Upper thighs are still in that little bit of external rotation. You're pushing away the floor and you're starting to allow your hips to stay in line with your shoulders. Now hold there and breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and now push back to your flat foot squat. Reach, press up. Okay, so that's level 1. We're just holding without bouncing. Try again. Inhale. Diamond shape with the arms, you have the legs engaged, reach forward, pause, you're hovering over the floor. You can stay here as your level 1, feeling the shoulders packing down, feeling that strength in your arms. If you want to try a little bounce here, bend at your elbows, straighten them. Bend, straighten. Inhale, exhale to push. 1 more. Shift weight back to your heels, push up, press the hips forward, drop the arms. Okay, breathe. I told you this was going to be a little bit of heat building. You don't have to bend at the elbows. If you've noticed that when you tried to bend, you feel a lot of discomfort in your neck, stay in the squat or stay in the full arm position. Round 3. Okay, so now breathe it. This one we're going to hold for a repetition of 5. Inhale, exhale, pack. Rip apart the floor, shoot energy through your fingers, get your body firm. Shift back, whatever position you are to your flat foot squat, turn the palms in your diamond shape. Shift the weight forward, catch your body. Upper thighs are slightly rotating a little bit away. You have some torque in the legs. Now you can stay here and breathe. You can try a little mini press by bending your elbows and pushing off the floor. You can try full press. Bend, push, bend, belly is turned on, body strong. 3, 2, 1. Push back to your flat foot squat. Inhale, drive up. Drop the arms, breathe it out. Ha ha ha. All right. Feeling good, Enzo? Okay, all right. Now let's get to some yoga. What looks like yoga, right? Okay. So now from the top of your mat, you can keep your feet wide, you can narrow them. I'm going to leave that up to your discretion. As you inhale, circle your arms up. On the exhale, fold forward. You can bend your knees as much as you need to, tap your fingers to the ground. So knees are soft, head and neck relaxed. Inhale towards a halfway lift, and then exhale towards a forward fold. Okay, let's do that little part again. Inhale, lift halfway. So press against the lower legs or the floor, but you can start here. Lengthen out the lower back to the crown of your head. You're trying to make this line through your back as long as possible. And then on the exhale, soften your knees and drop. Good. Again, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. And then out. Now once you're out, take your palms, load them up, step your legs back towards a high plank position. So now this is where you're loading a little bit through your arms and your shoulders. From your high plank, I want you to shift, drop your knees down, hold there. From your knees, we're gonna bring our nose, our chin and our chest down. So the body's gonna arch. So nose, chin and chest. What would it feel like to touch those 3 points at the same time? And then snake the weight of the body down. Once you have that, inhale, roll your shoulders back, lift the back of your heart and the back of your head. Try to drag your elbows back. So the feet are pressing down. See if you can inhale, lift the back of your heart and the back of your head. Good. It's in your range of motion. Inhale, push into your palms, lengthen out slightly through the front body. On the exhale, draw the lower belly in, round the weight of your hips back to your heels. Knees can be wider if it needs to. You don't have to be all the way back. Just stretch the lower back out. Head can drop, okay, or it can just hover. 2 breaths here. One more. Very good. And then inhale back to hands and knees. Okay, shift the shoulders forward, curl your toes under, pick up your knees again, hover. So we're back into that high plank position. Push yourself away from the floor. Draw the lower belly in, shoot energy through your heels. Feel like you're pressing back through your legs. And then shift again, weight forward. Now again, knees, nose, chin, and chest. You're welcome to drop your knees first. If you want to try challenging yourself, you can try doing them at the same time. So knees, nose, chin, and chest. Can you allow the body to descend? As you inhale, roll your shoulders back again. Lift the back of your heart and the back of your head. Drag your arms back. Be easy with your neck and head. Good. See if you can move your shoulders now back through space. 3, 2, 1. Pull up, back, and down. Now inhale, elongate your body. To what level can you stretch up? If there's any pain in your lower back, brace the lower abdomen. Pull the belly to your spine. On the exhale, reach back and then stretch it out. Relax the weight of your neck and your head. Take a breather between these postures. In through your nose Out through your nose or your mouth if you need some extra release. Okay, one more time in the set, same thing. Inhale, move forward. Curl the toes under, so wrists stay under the shoulders if that's possible. Pick up your knees, squeeze them, press your heels back. You can even try bouncing forward and back, rolling to the ball of your foot, pressing back. Good. Okay, so now knees, nose, chin, and chest. If you're dropping the knees first, bring them down. If you're bringing them at the same time, try it. Can you touch all these points at the same time? Snake your body weight down on your inhalation. Roll your shoulders back. Lift the back of your heart and the back of your head. That's it. Feel it out. Roll up, back, and down a few times. See if you can now lift your palms off the floor. Can you radiate the elbows up towards the ceiling? That's it. Hold for 4. Keep breathing. 3, 2, push into your palms. Inhale, lift. And then exhale, stretch it out. That's it. Now you can stay here and rest in a child's pose with your head relaxed. You can even support your head with your hands for a couple breaths. Those of you that want to transition to a downward dog, inhale, shift forward towards all fours, curl the toes. Exhale, send your tailbone up. And then one at a time, you can press your heels down. Spreading your palms, hang the weight of your head. If this is too much and you have a little bit of space, you might have a chair or a wall accessible. Place your palms on the chair. You can stretch your hips back and hang the head. If you're using a wall, similarly, arms are wide out. Shift the weight back to whatever level that you can start feeling your chest and your armpits stretching. Okay, so lots of ways to modify. You don't have to hold in your downward dog if that's not going to serve you at this moment. That's it. 2 more breaths wherever you've chosen. 1 more breath. Okay, then inhale. If you're in child's pose, slowly come to hands and knees. If you're in a downward dog, lift your heels, bend your knees, look forward. Start to walk, step, or hop your feet between your hands. So back to how you started. As you inhale, lift halfway. On the exhale, fold forward. Good. And then inhale, circle your arms up, big reach. And then exhale, fold again in half. Now this time as you inhale, take your left leg and shoot it back. Connect your knee down to the floor. Okay, this is where our balance and stability is going to come in. Now once this back knee is down, if you have that towel handy, depending on how thin your mat is, it might feel good to have support under this knee. So you can support it. Another reason why we have the towel. Or you can double up your mat. If you have a cushion in the space that you're in, take whatever you can if this is an issue for you. And then lift the trunk of your body up. So now you're upright into this position with 2 hips facing forward. Okay, so now your lunge set. On the inhale, can you let your body move forward and see how far your arms will reach up? And then on the exhale, can you take your palms down and frame your front foot, curl your rear toes and lift this back knee. Okay, drop the knee down, inhale, reach up, push off the feet. Make sure that your toes have some freedom to move, so not gripping the floor with them. And then on the exhale, shift, curl, and then lift and feel. Back thigh to the ceiling. Drop the knee down. Again, inhale to rise and reach. Very good. On the exhalation, shift in. Curl the back toes. Now this time you're going to stay here, hold. Start to pull that right part of your bum. So we call this your sitting bone, bony part of the bum. Pull that right side towards your rear heel. So you have your 2 hips coming forward. If I were to change my perspective to see if the hip is jutted out, pull back and try to pull it towards your rear heel. At the same time, energize your left thigh. So it's nice and strong. Now inhale here. See if you can reach. Arms, chest, and abdomen up. Good, and then exhale, belly, chest, and then tap the floor. Very good, try 2 more. Go up when you're ready to breathe in. Arms, chest, and abdomen. And then exhale, back leg stay strong, belly, chest, and palms. Okay, you got it. 1 more. When you're ready, take your time, inhale. Good, and then exhale. Once you're here, step the leg back. You want you to shake it off. Okay, and if you need to come to hands and knees, you come to hands and knees. Now, for those of you that have a little bit more mobility on your inhale, shift the weight forward towards your high plank. Hold the high plank. Drive your hips towards your wrists. At the same time, roll your shoulders off your ears. Try to elongate your whole spine. On the exhale, soften your knees. Take your hips up. Push back. Good. Again, you can always regress to coming to knees, nose, chin, and chest, and doing that same low lift that we did in the first few rounds. Exhale, press back. One more if you have the strength. Inhale. Roll the arms back, drive your hips forward, big lift, and then exhale, press back. And hang your head. You can rest on your knees for a breath or two. You can stay in down dog if you want a little bit more activation. You can modify this where your hands are on a bench or the wall. 2 breaths. Good. One more. Okay. And then I want you slowly to walk, step, or hop your feet between your hands. Lift again to that halfway. So you're getting long in your back line. And then on the exhale, forward fold over the legs. Okay. Inhale, reach up. Give yourself this big stretch. Now hands can stay separate. If you want to close them, you can close them and arc up and back. On the exhale, fold again down. Now this time we're going to switch the legs. So take your right leg back. Drop your knee. Now again, do you want to have some padding under that knee? Give a little check into it. Yes, very good. Okay, and once you have that adapted, 2 hips facing forward, you have your feet on railroad tracks so they're not crossing over the other. There's a gap between your front and your back foot. When you're ready to inhale, sweep the arms up. Whatever level, they might stay bent, you might reach them up depending on how your back feels. On the exhale, frame the front foot. Once you've framed it, curl your rear toes. Inhale, lift it nice and strong. Press the heel back, try to bring your chest forward, and then drop it. Inhale lifts you to lower lunge. Exhale, we fold. Inhale towards your higher lunge position, radiating the back thigh up. And then lower it down. You got it. Inhale, big reach. Exhale, fold. Okay, and now inhale, curl and lift. That's it, you got it. Now test your balance here. Can you pull that left sitting bone back now to your right heel? Can you energize this back thigh, a really big lift? Then try your arms. Inhale, arms. That's it. Belly and then chest. Exhale, belly, chest, and then we tap the floor. You got it. Again, inhale, arms, press into your feet. Chest lifts, abdomen lifts if that's in your range. Back thigh stays strong. And then exhale, belly, chest, hands. Try that one more time. Go up on your breath in. Let's see. Very good, Enzo. Nice, Donna. Good, Payel. And then exhale, make your way down. Very good. Good job, Blair. Good job, Alicia. Breathe. Very good. Okay. Then from your last repetition, you're welcome to step your legs back. So if you're stepping back to a down dog, go ahead and find it. If you're stepping back to a rest pose, you can rest your hips towards your heels. Take a little breather. Okay, so any way you're going to move. Similarly, if you're resting with a chair or a bench, you can allow your head to relax. You can drop your arms down. It's a little bit less weight on your shoulders, neck, and head. So this might be a good option depending on how you feel. So just take a little breather. Whatever pose you want to breathe in. Okay, now if you have a regular vinyasa, some sort of variation of flow you like to take between your postures, take it here. I'm going to demonstrate the upward dog to downward dog variation because for our practice today, we're focusing on this extension of the spine and the shoulders. So on the inhale, move it forward, roll your shoulders back, give a good lift. Good. On the exhale, sweep the energy up and relax back. Little bend in your knees, press your belly towards your legs. Good. Forward on your breath in, drive the hips in, and then exhale, sweep it back and stretch it back. Good, again, inhale forward, and then exhale back. Very good. And then inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend your knees, look to your fingers. You're welcome to walk, step, or hop your feet forward. Lift towards a flattened back. And then let it go. And take a moment to shake out your neck and your head a little. Okay, one more round of your lunges. Inhale, reach up, big stretch. And then exhale, relax. And then just get your arms, let them relax down. Okay, so now as we move in really to the belly of the postures, which is the ones we're going to be using with the hands behind the back. If you need a break, please see that you do take it. You get to practice at your own pace. I don't want you to feel like you have to rush to accomplish anything, so take your time with it. So from here, we'll start the same way, except that we're not going to come in from a downward dog. We're going to come in from a standing position. So again, I want you to feel your feet hip distance apart. Stretch your arms out in front. Okay? So now on the inhale, sit back into this half chair we've practiced and circle your arms up over your head. And now radiate energy through your fingers. Now this might be very stressful for your neck and head. If you have an injury or you feel extra tension, pull the arms out to your sides. Keep them there. I'll show this variation. If you're in the full variation, you take it at your own pace. On your inhale, reach up. Now on the exhale, lift your left leg up. Put your hands to your heart. See if you can balance on one leg. And just feel that. You're just lifting the knee, working on your stability. Press down through your standing foot. Lift and elevate the left leg. Now this leg will go down as you inhale. Go back to your squat. Arms adapted or reaching up. And then exhale, transfer weight to your left leg. Pull the hands together and flex this foot up. So now watch the role your gaze has. If you focus on one spot that's not moving, do you have better balance as opposed to looking at a moving object in your space? So take the leg down on the inhale, big reach. Good. On the exhale, weight to your right leg, flex and lift the left. Inhale to move down, stretch up. So again, arms can lengthen. I'm modifying, going in and out of the modified arms. Exhale, push, lift, and bring that leg up. One more, we're gonna go to the left. Inhale. That's it. Now exhale, shoot this left leg up. If it's in your range of motion, now kick your left leg back. And it doesn't need to be high. So notice how I can almost tap the floor here. Can you bend your front knee, tap a little farther back, bring it in, tap a little farther back, bring it in, and then tap to where you can go back into the high lunge and then feel. Once you're here, make an adaptation. So if you've stepped back and you've crossed your midline, open up that back foot. If you can look down and you see, okay, both hips are facing forward. If you feel a little wobbly, this leg can widen. Can give you a wider base of support. That's wonderful, okay? And then inhale, your arms up. Back leg is nice and firm. On the exhale, press your back knee towards the floor, but pull your shoulders down your back. Inhale, reach. Good. And then exhale, lower the knee partially. Doesn't need to get to the floor, but you're keeping tension. So this hip pulling back, this knee pressing forward, glute is turned on, arms are anchored back. Inhale, lift, and then exhale, anchor. That's it. Two more. Inhale, lift, exhale, anchor. Last one. Okay, and then shift your shoulders forward, lift your back leg, step closer, land your heel, relax. Ha-ha, so now we're in the warrior one position, leg stance. Two hips facing forward. Again, you can make adjustments. So if your back heel starts to lift, you can step closer, even if it's a very short stance. If you feel wobbly from side to side, you can make this leg wider, create a wider base of support. Good. And then bend your front knee. Go ahead and reach for either your towel, your dowel, or your strap, and bring it up. Yeah. Perfect. Okay. That's it. We're getting to the meat of it. Now from here, again, that same thing we practiced when we started. So whatever you're using, it's just something to give you space between your shoulders. Bend into your front knee. Keep your back heel down nice and tall with your spine. So imagine you had a proud body. This is a warrior position. This is to embody strength and courage. So as you inhale, pull back through your arms, lift your chest, take a deep bend to your leg. Hold it there as you breathe out. Feel like you are ripping apart whatever's behind you, whether it's a dowel, whether it's a strap, whether it's a towel, either one works. Take your shoulders off your ears, try to pull it apart. 3, 2. If it's in your range of motion, shift your shoulders forward. Take the load over the front leg. As you inhale, lift this back heel. Now you can stay here, moving back and forth. This might be enough balance today, might be enough work for you. Or you can lift and then press up. Okay, so now you're in this Virabhadrasana 3, this Warrior 3 variation. Shoot your arms not overhead, but to the wall behind you. If you can lift your leg in line with your body, attempt it. Try to get your 2 hips into one line, looking slightly forward and down, let your neck be neutral. Hold and breathe. 4, 3, 2. Bend your front knee, go back the way you came, land, Warrior 1. Inhale, lift your chest. On the exhale, pull right hip back, left hip forward. See if you can allow your shoulder to slightly cradle inside that right knee. If you feel comfortable, drop your neck and head. If you feel more comfortable, let your arms move over your head. That's it. Hang the weight of your neck. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, arms back towards the waist. If they're over your head, push up nice and strong. Good. Release your strap, bring it in front of your toes. Good. Shift the weight forward. Can you lift? Pull the left knee up to your chest. Give it a pause. Bring it down. Shake off your right leg. It might need a little bit of love at this point. Inhale, arms over your head. On the exhale, take an easy forward bend. So your knees can be as soft as you need them to be. Hang your neck and head. That's it. Shake it out, breathe. 2, 1. Very nice. And then inhale, stretch up. Good. On the exhale, bring your hands down. Okay. Now body weight towards your left leg. Can you start to lift and pick up your right knee? Take your time with these transitions. So you can feel like maybe you're a little bit wobbly on this side. Can you press down through your standing leg? Can you bounce a little? And then see, can I step a little closer? Do I feel safe landing? What happens if I go a little bit farther back? Can you start to slow it down and see if you can actually find your high lunge position? Okay, then make your adjustments. Do you need to widen out? Do you need to lengthen out or shorten up? Do you feel evenness between the ball of your front foot, ball of your back foot? You can do a little bouncing. Good. Inhale, arms up, big sweep. Exhale, press back knee down, squeeze and hug, elbows towards your side ribs. Inhale, reach, nice and strong. Exhale, back knee down, elbows towards side ribs. So this knee doesn't have to move a whole ton. You can move a little bit, still have benefit. You can just work your arms if it's too difficult to bend this back knee. 2. Good. 1. Very nice. And then lift. Back leg is strong. Bring your palms down to the chest. Can you step a little bit forward and land this back heel? Okay, then you can straighten this leg up, give it a breather. Yeah, very good. From what I can see, you guys are in position. So now Warrior 1 legs. 2 hip bones facing forward. You're going wider if you feel like you're wobbly. You're shortening the distance if the rear heel can't stay down. Okay, then do a little bend, pick up your prop. So whichever one you're using, you're gonna find that. Okay, so this is helping taking the shoulders off your ears, strengthening up your upper back and the space between your shoulder blades. So once you're ready, whatever distance your arms are is fine. Pull apart your strap, roll the shoulder blades down. As you inhale, bend your front knee, root your back heel, and then stretch your arms out. That's it, and hold it as you exhale. Inhale here, feel your pull. Try to soften your neck, head, and shoulders as you breathe out. That's it, tall spine, embody your warrior. What does it mean to hold in the face of discomfort? Can you feel the ground underneath you lifting and rising from your legs? Okay, now if it's in your range of motion, as you inhale, lift your rear heel, shift the weight forward, exhale, bring it back. Like you don't have to go any farther than that. This is a partial launch as you're lifting. You can even step it closer. And you can feel the body weight loading on your front leg. If you feel more stable and you want to go into your warrior three, shift your shoulders forward. Start to peel up this back leg. Strong above your knee, try to push your leg back. The base leg can stay a little bit bent. You don't have to lock it. If you fall, you come back, you tap the floor, you lift. Otherwise, you're maintaining and building the strength on the ground. Pull back in your arms, reach to the wall behind you. Keep your breath flowing. 4, 3, that's it, good. 2, and then 1. Step back the way you came in. Inhale, lift your chest on the exhale, pull left hip back, right knee forward. See if you can allow your shoulder to kind of come inside the left knee. Option to let your head float and option to allow your arms to move up. Good, 3, 2, and then 1. Inhale, hands back to your hips, lift the trunk of your body, push off the ground. Take your strap, throw it against your toes. Deep bend in your knee, can you shimmy forward and lift? Option to hug your knee to your chest. Yeah, and then let this leg go. Inhale, reach up, big stretch. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway, stretch it out. Exhale, let it go. Palms down, you can walk, step, or hop your legs back. Take any version of movement you like. Any version of movement. Whether you're coming in towards a flow, a regular yoga flow. If you're taking a break with your knees down and your legs wide, head supported. Take any movements you need and then transition towards this child's pose. Whether you can have your hands stacked underneath your head, you can have your head relaxed, you can sweep your arms back. Any variation, I want you to become comfortable in the next minute or so and just rest at the back of your mat. And let the forehead rest. Let a few long exhales come out. All the standing work is done. It was a lot today, but that's how we roll on a Saturday morning. So breathe. We're bringing in the energy for your weekend, trying to release any stress from your week. And it's the morning. Bring in energy for whatever it is that you're going to do this week. Very good. And then slowly start to peel your body up. Good. And then sweep your legs out in front of you. Yeah, good. Okay. Perfect. Okay, and then just stretch your legs out. Relax your hands behind you. Let this be easy. Keep the inner edges of your feet together and just start to circle out your ankles. Okay, so circling in one direction a few times. You can circle in the other direction. You can go in different directions. Just start to move around the ankles. Okay, they're holding us up for a while. Yeah. Okay, and then inside edges of the feet together. Can you turn your pinky toes out? So you're stretching as if the pinky toes were going to touch your mat, and then try to close your feet together like a book. So we open them, and then we're trying to close them like a book. Trying to get the soles of your feet to touch and the pinkies to touch. So open, that's it. Just release any strain around your ankles that was accumulated through that standing series. Open, and then close. Good, open, and then close. Beautiful. Open, and then close, and then let them relax, and you can shake them out a little bit. Very good. Okay, so now from here, take your right leg, you're gonna let it stretch forward. If you have the range to let your left leg come to your body, why don't you let it come to your body? So now we'll see if we can take a little bit of a rotation, see if we can stretch this back edge of your shoulder on this side, which will be your left arm, left leg, left arm. As you inhale, reach the arm up. On the exhale, this arm can hang out anywhere beside you. Can you reach towards your right foot? Okay, so inhale, reach up. So notice what I'm doing. I'm trying to stretch and allow this hand to reach anywhere along this leg. So my body sort of torques to the right. Inhale to reach, exhale to stretch. Now, once I achieve this, I might be able to grab my foot and hold. I use my back arm as a little bit of a lamppost to lift my chest, or I can reach anywhere along the leg. If you're more comfortable with this variation, bend at your elbow, turn your thumb in, and see if you can reach the arm behind the leg, and then turn your body to the side. So again, we'll do slow-mo. You might be here, you might be reaching and torquing, you might be turning and then bending, and you can even go in and out from this transition where you're reaching and bending. I'm not a super flexible person generally, and through my upper back and shoulders, I'm not really like a binder. I can't really get these ranges of motion through my shoulder blades, but if you are, you can reach the arm back. You can try to reach your left palm to your right, behind your back, or just stay in the half variation. That's it, relax your neck and head. 3, 2, and then release it, good. Extend it out, shake it off a little. Okay, and then same thing to the opposite side. This side, you'll see a little bit what I'm talking about with that rotation behind. So that right leg draws in, you're hugging the knee to your chest. Good. Okay, now left palm can be like a little bit of a lamppost, helps you keep your body upright. Inhale, right arm shoot it up. On the exhale, reach it towards your foot, and then come up. So you can play with this reach and feel whatever's happening in your shoulder, whatever it feels like behind. Then you can reach, you can capture your foot, you can capture your leg and hold, or you can start your rotation. So arm stretches beyond your foot, turn your thumb in, and then bending and just challenging to see how far you can get, and then unscrew it. Reach, bend, let it stretch, unscrew it. Okay, so if you again are in the camp that can bind and you want to feel and hold, you're welcome to hold. I'm going to keep moving dynamically. Like I said, the structure of my shoulder on this side will not allow for that kind of movement. I don't really think ever in my body, but we'll keep going for it. If you want to try and reach, you can try capture. Okay, and then relax the neck and head. Do your best to see that your jaw is soft. You can even move the neck a little bit. Hold for 3, either modified or keep your dynamic 2. Good, and then slowly inhale. Lengthen out your arms up in front, lower the leg down, and shake it off. Okay, brilliant. Good, and then shift body a little bit forward, enough that you can roll onto your back and keep the soles of your feet down, your knees facing up. Okay, so now into your bridge pose, or release some of the lower back and the hips here. When you're ready to inhale, can you press against the floor, grip your glutes, and then send your hips up towards the ceiling. And then on your exhale, slowly lower down from the upper portion of your spine all the way down towards your waist. Good, again, inhale, push up. So press into your feet, give the legs a squeeze, lift them up nice and high, and then give a good gripping. And then on the exhalation, bring them back down. Okay, very good. Now you can keep going dynamically again. If you want to hold the next set, we'll hold it. So on the inhale, push again. So feet into the floor, pat of the foot down. You can play with lifting and lowering your toes to get more glute engagement. Hold. Now you can stay here. If you're a little bit more comfortable, you can rock your shoulder one at a time underneath the body. You're welcome to press into your palms and lengthen your hands towards your legs. If you want to find interlace fingers or a little bit of a lock, roll your shoulders back, press them down, send the hips up. So lots of variations you can use to hold. If you want something more relaxing, you can always pop a brick or 2 under your waist and just let your hips settle onto it. That's it. Hold and breathe. Aim your knees forward, grip the back body. 5, 4,
3, 2, and then slowly, if your fingers are hooked, unhook them, start to roll down from the upper part of your back, and then bring your knees to your chest. As you inhale, the knees away, on the exhale, knees towards you. Again, inhale away, and then exhale towards you. Again, inhale slightly away from your body, and then exhale towards your body. Good, let your left leg relax, keep your right leg in. Take your left hand over your right knee, right arm out to your side like a letter T. Let this arm be really soft and drop it. Can you allow your knee to come across your body and down? Can you release this outer edge of your hip and your glute? If there's a different type of twist you'd rather take here on the right, go ahead and find it. Otherwise, do your best to see that this arm is relaxing. Each exhalation, drop the heaviness of your rear arm. You can let your head sway side to side. Good. Relax the arm, relax your neck and head. Good. And then inhale back to your center. You're gonna relax that right leg down. Shake it out a little bit and then bring that left leg up. So left leg is towards your body. Right hand will grip the top of your left knee, left arm out like a letter T. Allow your knee to come across, whatever that is, and down. If it's too much or you have some, whether you have a couple bricks or you have a bolster to rest underneath, you can take that variation. And then relax this back arm. See that it's softening and that you're not overworking. So this is our cool down. Let your breath relax, let your shoulder become heavy. Slow down your exhales, let your body weight just start to ease into the floor. No tension in your jaw or in your face. Okay, good. And then inhale back to center. And then on the exhale again, both knees into your chest. And you can keep them wide. You can rock a little side to side. You can allow your knees to move away. On the exhale, you can pull the elbows a little bit wider out to your sides. Chin relaxes to your chest. See if you can get your whole spinal column to be flat against the ground. Inhale, knees in. And then exhale, elbows pull out nice and wide. Good, again, inhale. And then exhale. Perfect. And then set yourself into a comfortable resting position. So you can go into your Shavasana, your dead body pose, or your corpse pose on the ground. If you want to stay in a little bit more of a meditative position, you can sit upright with your hips above your knees. Very good. Perfect. Okay. So we're going to start to unwind a little bit. Okay, with about 12 breaths here. So take a full breath in. If you're uncomfortable laying with your legs flat, you can bend your knees, or you can take one of your couch cushions and stick them underneath your knees like a little bolster. Allow your knees to tap inside. This feels more comfortable for me today. Relax your shoulders. As you inhale, just see how much air you can bring in. And then as slow as you can, let that air out. Very good. Relax your eyes, your neck, your head. Inhale. And then as slow as you can, let that breath out. Again, let your breath move in. as slow as you can, let it go. So your arms relax, your neck and head relax, your feet are resting onto the ground or resting into the floor. And with each long exhale, give your body permission just to settle. Can you allow your arms to become heavier? Can you allow the back of your body to start to sink down? Can you relax the weight of your feet, your legs, the space around your knees? And then relax the weight of your neck and your head so the head is just falling into the ground. And then soften the space, if it's possible, between your eyebrows. Can you relax your forehead? And maybe even extending that around your jaw. Can you let your lower teeth just slightly separate from your top teeth? And in this way, we're just allowing everything to come back into balance after all the stretching and strengthening and moving. One breath at a time in and slowing it down on the way out. Just try that a few more times at your own speed. Good. Take a few more breaths here. And can you start to offer some gratitude towards all the parts of your body that cooperated today? Acknowledge your legs for keeping you standing and your arms for what they were able to accomplish. Send a little bit of gratitude down your arms, down your legs. Maybe there's some parts of your body that you've been struggling with, and really it's been taking your focus. Is the pain in the body, but can you acknowledge the parts that don't hurt? The parts that are just doing their job, allowing you to live, allowing you to move, and to go through life. Inhale it in, and then as you exhale, let it move through your body, down your arms, down your legs. Good. And then slowly rock over towards one side and just start to use your arm as a pillow. Just taking a little break on the side of your body. And then as you're ready from here, start to press yourselves up towards what you feel is a comfortable sitting position. So whatever that looks like for you.
And then inhale the hands into the center of your chest. And as you exhale, bow to your own effort. Thank yourselves for showing up this morning. As always, it's my pleasure to teach, and thank you all for being here with me. Namaste.